Alright, so I'm gonna tell a quick jail story.
Fucked up, but true.
One time I was in jail because I only had 2 months left over my head on some felony possession shit. I already had served 6 months, so I had 2 months over my head. Minnesota, you only do 2/3 of your time, so if you get a year, you do 8 months, okay?
And
My PO had told me, because I already had him before, any trouble from you, you're just going to serve your time, because you only got 2 months. And I was like, you know I can do that on my head. That ain't shit. I've done it a couple years at a time, you know?
Yes, I know.
So I'm in jail in Carlton County. I call it Dracula's basement. It's the worst.
I can't take it too far.
So I get transferred out of my hometown down a couple counties down, an hour or two away to Pine County, like about an hour away to Pine County. And I've been there before and everything, and it's a way nicer jail. I'm excited that I'm going there because it's way bigger. You got cable TV and shit and headphones. It's nice. It's a brand new big facility they made just to house other inmates from other counties, right? I go to sit down at this table, and there's my black homie there, and one of my ninjas sitting there, right? And there's this other big-ass ninja sitting there. Big-ass dude. Hey, shout out to big-ass Rich Stiffarm, my brother. He became my brother after this. But there's a big-ass ninja sitting there, and he's like, yo, who the fuck is this? And my black homie and my other ninja were like, yo, he's cool, he's with us. We were in the other county with them, he's cool. And dude's like, well, I don't fucking like white people.
Take it easy.
And I just sit right down like I'm comfortable. I'm like, cool, I don't fucking like white people either, brother.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And he looked at me like, all right, I see you, okay. So we were always kicking it, playing bones, playing cards and shit. And shit popped off one day. These fucking white boys tried to jump one of our ninja homies while he was sleeping, just because he had the wrong last name. Like his name was George Couture, and they thought he was some molester named Joe Couture, okay? Because he had a fucking name that sounded like somebody else's. So he's in there sleeping, and these, I think it was 3 dudes. It was for sure 2, but maybe it was 3 dudes that went in there. And they jumped him, and he fell off his top bunk and split his eye on the sink. Like, split it, that fucker wide open, dripping blood.
Damn!
We hear a ruckus and turn around. There's these 3 motherfuckers running out of his cell. And George comes walking out of there fat, just bleeding profusely. And not yelling or nothing, because he's a real G. You start yelling, the guards get involved right away, and you can't do nothing. He's out there like, come on, motherfucker. Oh, I'm gonna get you. And he caught up with all 3 of them motherfuckers on the tier and beat the fuck out of them. And then there's like 40 white boys down there that are like, yeah, we're gonna come up there. And me and the like 2, 3, like the other black dude and 2 other ninjas all stood up like, any one of you motherfuckers coming up the stairs, we're gonna knock every one of you motherfuckers off the tier. And nobody would come up there. And then after that, everybody's like, yo, Wallace, well, Dub here's a real dude. Like, he'll really stand up with you when he says he does.
I'm a fighting, it's bum fight.
Hell yeah, I do. And that's the way I am. That's the way I roll. If I sit at your table, that's what we do. That's how it's gonna go. And after that, you know, I was always cool with everywhere we go. He'll tell you, man, that's my brother. That Wallace, that's my brother. Like, if I still run into him and see him, and he's like, brother, man, I'll do anything for this cat. You know, when we were in the clink, he stood up with us and rode with us. I'm like, fucking right. Didn't really pop off in the end, but I was there if it would have. So.